was a fantastic game in the NBA Cup. Spurs versus Knicks. Now the Spurs, they controlled this game all the way to like the third quarter, and the Knicks third or fourth quarter, the Knicks went on a huge run. What was your takeaways and your thoughts from this NBA Cup game?
Yeah, it was a fantastic game from start to finish. I think, like you said, in the third quarter and even the start of the fourth quarter, the New York Knicks bench actually was the reason behind. Mitch Robinson had like 10 offensive rebounds. Tyler Kolek had like 15 off the bench. Jordan Clarkson had like 14 off the bench, and OG had an outstanding game. It really came down to the Mitch Robinson getting the O board, kicking it out, guys spraying wide open threes, and that's really why the Knicks kind of won this game. If you watched the game, you would have noticed that Mike Brown didn't play Mikal Bridges down the stretch. Carl Anthony Towns and Josh Hart didn't check back in the game until like under 5 minutes in the fourth quarter. So like he really was riding on that bench unit to help get the W.
I really like how Mike Brown has done this season for the Knicks. You go from, Tom Thibodeau, he took them to the Eastern Conference Finals, but he really never had faith in his bench. This year, there's been more of an emphasis on getting the bench involved. Tyler Kolek, yeah, phenomenal game by him. Mitchell Robinson out rebound Wemby in this game. Wemby only had 6 rebounds in this game. He was getting every board, dominating him on the glass. And you look at Jordan Clarkson, the addition he's been, a microwave guy off the bench. And yeah, OG did a great job on Wemby as well. So I think the coaching adjustments have been great this season so far for Mike Brown and Jalen Brunson. Great game by him, and OG too, like defensively was great on Wemby. Also had 20 points. So this Knicks team, I'm buying into them. I like this team. This team looks good. They look like the best team in the East. I know the Pistons have the best record, but the NBA Cup meant something in this game, and the Knicks got a banner. They should be celebrating
Yeah.
in New York.
Buy some Stephon Castle stock. This kid, man, on both sides of the ball is going to be a star. Offensively, he can pass. He's one of the most athletic guys in the NBA. Defensively, he'll guard your best player pretty much 1 through 4, and make them work as well. So he's one of those guys.
And dude, Dylan Harper's been great too. 21 points off the bench
Yes,
too. He looked great in this game. He was, dishing some great passes to Cornette. The future of this Spurs team, I think it
yes.
would be hard. I think it would be hard to trade Castle or Harper, man. Both guys look legit.
Yeah, I don't think you do it. D Fox, go for it, but I don't think you trade one of your young stars that have got that potential.
And in the game against OKC for the Spurs, they looked really good against OKC. That was a phenomenal performance by them. Wemby, just taking it to the Thunder, limiting what the Thunder do the best, taking shots at the rim, attacking the rim. SGA became more of the mid range guy. Was kind of afraid to get into the basket because Wemby was blocking that shit every time. So I think in this cup, the Spurs showed that they are a legitimate contender in the West. They are a team you have to go through. A team that's a matchup nightmare for anybody, even OKC.
Yeah, there are a couple of contenders in the West that would be nightmare matchups for OKC. It's the Spurs, Houston, and obviously Denver Nuggets. Um, I know people are probably like, "What about the Lakers?" But the Lakers, they got to do a little bit more. They got to get more pieces defensively. They're not like these other teams. But the Spurs, they have the formula. Obviously, they got an alien in Wemby, but they got big, long, athletic wings that can shoot the three, which is how you win today. You have to be able to hit open threes. You got to be able to guard, and you got to be able to share the ball and not have anybody who's just dominating the whole time. And the Spurs, they have that formula.
I agree. The Spurs are definitely a dangerous team, and yeah, they have all the pieces. They have some great pieces. Honestly, they might not even have to trade for Giannis. They just have to let this core continue to develop. Who knows? Maybe get some other complementary pieces on the bench. But from this NBA Cup, did you learn more about the Knicks or did you learn more about the Spurs? You feel like?
I think I learned more about the Spurs because they beat OKC, which outside of Portland, nobody has done that this year in 20, I think they played 26 games. And also keep in mind that Wemby has been on minutes restriction and playing off the bench. He only touched 24 minutes yesterday. If Wemby plays 35 minutes yesterday, it could have easily been a different game.
Oh, yeah.
That's how big his impact is. Like 11 extra minutes on the court, that's basically a whole nother quarter he could have played and dominated. Um, So that changes the game. Now the Knicks, they're a great team. I don't think they're a pretender. I think they're a contender. But at the end of the day, they are in the Eastern Conference, and the Spurs play in the Western Conference, and that also plays a big difference. But I'm not taking anything away from the Knicks at all.
Oh, yeah. Knicks definitely, showed how good they can be this season too. In terms of the NBA Cup, though, do you think Adam Silver cooked with this? Does this have like real meaning?
Yeah, absolutely, dude. It's nice to see guys like actually play. Like they're playing hard, they're playing through injuries. If anybody's an NBA fan, one thing that pisses people off more than anything is the NBA is soft. And what I mean by soft is they have something called like injury management. A guy
Yeah,
who sprained his ankle eight weeks ago can't play back to back. A guy who had ACL surgery 3 years ago can't play back to back for injury management. So it's just like that type of stuff. You don't see it that often in the NBA Cup games. Like guys play through injuries, they play hard, they play through the buzzer. They're playing 48 minutes. So I love to see that. I just wish that the NBA could be a little bit more like the NFL. Maybe it's because all the guaranteed money. I don't know what it is, but I hate to see all the questionable tags
yeah.
every game all the time.
It's hard to bet on these fucking games, and like
Dude,
getting a ticket to go to a game, and LeBron James is out, or one of the best players is out. It's tough. Definitely,
and
it's
they're
tough
not
with the
hurt,
NBA.
and they're not
No,
hurt, and they're
no, they're
not hurt.
not.
They're not hurt. It
um,
sucks.
Do you think there should be like, I know that the Bucks had a banner. I think it wasn't like an official banner or anything, kind of like generic a little bit. Do you think there should be legitimate banners, title banners for the cup?
Uh, you know, yes, I do. I know it's a little weird right now because the cup is still so new to people, but 20 years from now, when kids right now who are 7 years old watching it and they get make it to the NBA and they're in the NBA 20 years from now, it'll mean that much more to them, the fans. So I think it should be celebrated. Especially how hard these guys are playing. It's
Oh
like
yeah.
every game is like a game seven. This ain't a 7 game series. It's one game, and people are trying to win it, man. So I think it does deserve that recognition.
Definitely, that's how it feels. The intensity's high. Yeah, motherfuckers trying to get that bread and trying to get that victory. So it's nice to see that this has panned out to the level it has. Some people thought the NFC North was going to be the worst division in football this season. They thought it was going to be as bad as the NFC South.